Unheard of.
What is up, everybody? Here we are yet again. It's your two favorite boys. Got ABG on the left, J Ray on the right, and special treat for you. Right down the middle today, we're gonna have our boy, Mr. Coco himself, the man. What up, bro?
What's happening, Colton?
What's up, bro?
His head's really tiny.
Yeah, we got a floating head on the pod.
Yeah.
It's always
I
weird.
can't see y'all.
You said
Oh,
you
here we
can't
go.
see us? Oh, okay.
No, that's good now.
But yeah, guys. How's your week been, ABG?
Oh man, pretty good. I mean, it's been a few weeks since we recorded our last show, right?
Yeah,
So
it's been a few weeks.
since that time, I did my pictures for my wedding that are gonna be in on the invitations and stuff like that. We got the venue.
Heck yeah.
So we're just in heavy planning mode right now. So that's kind of what I've been on lately. So yeah, man. What about you, Jerod?
Hey man, I'm busy. I'm just studying for job certifications right now. But this past weekend we had Jaden's birthday party, and the week before was his birthday, but it was also his first week of school, and right after Trace went back into pre-K, so it's been like a hectic couple weeks here at the house with kids going to school and birthday parties all in one. But hey, it's looking to turn up. Everybody's getting back in the swing of things. Everybody's getting the schedules back down again. So it's gonna be real nice soon. What about you, Mr. Colton?
Yeah, man. What you kind of been up to since the last time that you was on? I don't even know how long that's been.
It's been a while since we had a guest.
That's true.
And your boy's been to a couple of different countries since the last I've been on.
Dang. I mean, I know which ones, but which ones?
Germany and Poland. Had to
Okay.
get me some of that schnitzel.
Was it good?
Yeah, the food was great over there. I mean, had a good time. Met some good friends. Just missed KB and the baby, but I'm back now. And of course, they're gone again. Back in Georgia. I'm still in Texas, but I'll be out there in like a week and a half for Ada's birthday party.
Okay. So which country did you like more? Did you like Germany or Poland more?
Oh, Germany. Easy, bro.
Easy, hands down. What was the best part of Germany?
The food.
Okay. Okay, so
I heard from one of the guys I work with who's also been to Germany as part of like a rotation / deployment. He said they make some of the best eggs there.
I don't know if I had their eggs.
Dang.
okay. I got you.
I know.
So what was your least favorite part? I mean, well, I guess your least favorite part was being away from your family, but inside of the countries, what was your least favorite part about both of them?
I tell you, man, Poland looked like a third world country at some points. When you're riding through, it just looked terrible. And of course, the place where we were at, there's only like 5 or 6 places to eat, and they all serve like literally the same exact stuff, and it's all like very mid. So you get tired of it after a while. That's why I didn't like Poland.
I mean, you could say parts of Georgia look like third world countries. You drive around to the right parts.
No, man, it's like their main cities look like their buildings just look terrible. You don't go to Atlanta and all the like big skyrise towers don't look bad, but in Poland they do.
It looks like war torn or something.
Not war torn, just deteriorating.
I I do want to
30.
say
Oh,
that we recorded a show, a couple, I think, in August. No. Actually, we didn't. We didn't record around this time, but me and AEBG both had birthdays. Um, and I always do it. So I hope y'all can hear this.
So it's already started smelling. I knew it was coming.
I just want us to
No,
rock
we
out
can't
real
hear
quick.
nothing,
oh,
bro.
you can't hear that.
We can't hear
It's
nothing.
just my
It's
head
just
banging.
Jerod.
Jared's
Nah,
just
his
bopping
head.
his head.
Hold on.
He's like,
hold
y'all
on.
listen to this new fire
Yeah,
song.
it's like,
I'll make sure y'all can hear it now.
y'all. I hope y'all like this.
I heard it was somebody's birthday. I heard it was somebody's birthday. Yeah. PJ Panda birthday song. Yeah. See, it's your birthday, baby. Gonna say it loud. Today is your birthday. I know you're so
Oh, you so
proud.
proud.
Today is your day. We gonna turn out. Get a little wild out.
All right.
All right. Happy birthday.
That was pretty good. My birthday's
I
coming
don't want to
up soon.
waste
I
up
better get one.
too much time of the podcast, but we always play PJ Panda hip hop birthday trap. Come August every year on this pod. It's just been a busy month.
Yeah.
Especially now since I got two that are both going to like school and pre-K. But yeah, boys, y'all ready to get started? Oh,
Absolutely, bro. Oh,
and by the way, I wanted to point out Colton did give me a pretty sweet gift on the pod. It's a Thor statue with him like swinging Mjolnir to the ground, and it's got like lightning strikes coming out of it. It's a pretty cool gift. I've got it on display right now next to my Lego sets, my Mando helmet, and my Thanos gauntlet. So
dang, dude. Can you go get it and show us real quick?
no, I'll put a picture of it on the pod. But
All right, fair enough.
it's pretty
Just
sweet.
put it like right in the middle and cover Colton up.
Yeah, and I mean, I already got Colton's gift, so maybe in a couple weeks we can talk about if he enjoys his whenever he gets it. Come his birthday. I don't know what he's doing, but now, whoa,
What you got going on, Colton?
there we go.
You waving to the neighbors or something? Bro, what you sipping on, bro?
Coke Zero.
Hey,
Zero.
but hey, you know what?
Something good, like some beer.
Yeah. Now we'll get started, folks. I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time with birthdays and everything else. We got our first topic of the day, and it is the former president of
Okay.
the United States. He recently had to turn himself in, and he now has a mugshot in the state of Georgia itself, where all of us are from.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
Fulton County.
Yeah, Fulton County. Yeah, that mugshot is pretty wild.
I think, yeah, bro. Like the way he's looking in the mugshot, bro, is so funny. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to be cool or what.
So if you guys are listening to it, I guess you have to watch it to see my Donald Trump impression right there.
Yeah. What a wild time to be in when like a former president gets arrested. Like I think, Nixon was on the verge of being arrested with Watergate, but ultimately after he chose to resign, they just never pressed any charges against him after his resignation. But they were going to impeach him anyways.
Yeah.
But it's weird because Trump didn't really resign, and his crimes, as they are saying, was trying to overturn the election, which he lost. So it's weird seeing the justice system actually go after a president.
Yeah, it's
not weird, bro.
I mean, it's not weird given who it is, but it's weird given history, like American history.
Yeah, like it's funny to hear him talk about it too, because like you're like He's like, you speak out on an election, and then they try to arrest you for it. Like then he's like, Stacey Abrams, she thinks she still won in Georgia. Is she gonna get arrested? Uh, Hillary Clinton still doesn't still thinks she won the election in 2016. Is she gonna get arrested? Like, bro, like you were like calling people to tell them to find votes and stuff like that. You were trying to tamper with stuff, bro. Like that's why you're getting arrested. And
Yeah.
and then like I like as a bonus the Rudy Giuliani mugshot too, with
Yeah.
his nice little American flag pin on. Like I think it's really funny. Like, I don't I don't know what makes him think that he would be exempt, you know, in this. But not Rudy. I'm talking about Trump. But yeah, like and then they're. Did you see that they're trying to push the the trial to like October 23rd
Yeah.
and like have it really quickly?
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
I
you
mean
can
I
do
do.
that. You can do that with
Hey, bro,
big
Yeah,
names.
he's got to get on the campaign trail, bro.
I mean
Yeah.
I do think that is a little weird. Uh, they're trying to. I mean, I feel like that is kind of trying to get him jammed up so we can't campaign. Not saying that he should be, but yeah, like I don't know. I think of this in like a couple different ways. Like, of course, it's hilarious, and then secondly, like I mean, I don't know. Maybe never mind. Maybe it's just funny. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I seen
I was actually at the gym. Oh,
Would you say, Colton?
no, I was
so
just
I
gonna
was I was actually at the
those filters.
gym when he was flying into Atlanta, and like they literally had like everything covered, like his plane landing, him getting off the tarmac, the whole ride to the jail, and then back to the airport and flown out. Like they covered everything, bro.
It
I
was
was just
like a
laughing the
Taylor
whole
Swift
time.
concert.
I
Covering when
know.
she's getting off the plane and going to the concert venue.
They must have closed the dang roads down because I didn't see any traffic.
I mean, I'm sure
It's
they
a
probably did.
it's a president who still has Secret Service. So yeah, they close down roads. Because
Look,
presidents get Secret Service for life, even when they're out of office.
Do they?
Yeah, it's a law.
I didn't know.
It
What do
used
you
to
know?
be. It's gone back and forth to where, uh, at one point it used to be only like 16 years, but then one president made it for life and another president rolled it back. But then when Trump came in, he made it for life again. So
Smart.
yeah, probably for him, he probably needs the protection, um, for sure.
Colton, what happened to your lighting? You were actually well lit, and now
Well,
you're just like a shadow.
when the sun
Probably
starts to go down,
outside.
that's what happens when there's 24 hours in a day and the sun's only out for not the whole day. So
Well, the
Oh, you don't
other,
have you don't have a porch light?
yeah,
I do actually.
or you
Oh,
don't want to do this inside like the rest of us.
I enjoy being outside. I'm like y'all. So
okay, fair enough. I mean, if you just want to be a shadow man for the rest of the episode, that's cool. But
Um, no, y'all seen those TikTok videos of where they're like making some filter now where people are forming their selfies into his mugshot?
no, but I've seen some really funny mugshot edits on Twitter, and then like everybody making their profile pictures, his mugshot
Yeah,
and stuff. Like how they edit it with like him smiling, or like him with a beard, or like a fade or something like that. Like it's like I've seen a bunch. We're gonna have to like put a little compilation on the or like put some different
yeah.
pictures of.
I saw one person who I guess has who I guess has like an Etsy shop, and
Yeah.
she put his mugshot and the rest of his conspirators' mugshots on a shirt, in the form of the Taylor Swift Eras design, and it's like
No
the
way.
GOP Eras tour or Mugshot tour or whatever, and they're selling that on a sweatshirt.
Oh, heck yeah, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, it's a wild time, man, to see a president because it's not just Georgia. He's been indicted on a federal counts too. So he's facing like charges from the federal government, charges from Georgia.
He'll
It's wild.
he'll get off on all of them.
Yeah, he probably will.
And
I mean, look, guys,
it might.
if Jeffrey
I mean, if it,
Epstein got away with it for a
yeah,
while,
if history shows us anything, he will get off on everything, and he will most likely win the election. Not saying that I want him to, but I'm saying
well,
as long as he keeps being his funny little self, he'll win.
I doubt he wins. I because he's got so many charges now. I'm gonna assume there's a deal coming. Like they might do one of those under the table type deals where they say, "Hey,
Can't run
look,
for president.
yeah, you we won't put you in jail, but you also can't run for president."
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt he'll accept that, bro. That man is crazy. Listen, he'd already put
Yeah,
the mugshot picture up on his website with
I
the
know.
captions. What did the captions say? Never give up or never surrender or something like that.
Never
Yes,
Like,
back down. Never what? Never
yeah,
back down. Never what?
like,
Never give up.
yeah, bro. Like, he's taking it all in stride. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched a good bit of his interview with Tucker Carlson, and I was just watching it for the clips, man, for the potential funny clips. So I saw one that was like he was talking about the us building the Panama Canal,
yeah.
the United States, and he was like, we lost 35,000 people to the mosquito, and he's just talking about how look, lots of good people, lots of good workers. We lost them all, 35,000 people to the mosquito. We sold the Panama Canal to Panama for $1, which I think never should have happened because now they have China running the Panama Canal. And if I'm elected president, they'll move out. All the
Mhm.
world leaders respect me tremendously. And Jing, he will move out of the Panama Canal. So,
Maybe. Do
I
y'all
just know,
remember? Y'all remember when Mexico was supposed to pay for that wall?
yeah. And then he was talking more about the wall too, because I think Tucker was talking about like his platform he ran on last time was building the wall, and then this time he was like, that's still the whole thing, closing the border, walling it up.
And then it was eventually us paying for the wall when he started to build it. uh,
Hey,
hey, there needs to be age limits in Congress and presidential elections. We need to get rid of
man.
all these old people who don't know what they're doing.
Another
Although,
funny old guy,
yeah,
uh, Joe Biden, when they asked him about his mugshot, like, you saw it? He was like, yeah, I've
yeah,
seen it. Handsome guy.
yeah.
That was all he said.
Joe
Man,
Biden's a
yeah.
reason why there needs to be age limits too.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Um,
That dude.
but yeah, Trump getting arrested. Hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Speaking of people being locked up, fantasy football is about to start with the NFL season coming around, and I gotta tell y'all, I'm feeling pretty locked up with my draft spot being at number 10 in our fantasy league.
I don't think
Yeah,
you get a good
man.
pick.
Heck no, all
10
all the
is
top
tough.
wide receivers, the top receivers and backs are going to be gone by 10.
Oh,
But the
come on, bro.
only
We know Dool's gonna pick a quarterback, bro. He's gonna get Patrick Mahomes or Joey Burrow, bro.
the only solace I have is being in the end like that. You'll have basically two almost back to back, so I can get somewhat of a decent value, but it's still not going to be as good as like those top 3 or 4 receivers.
Arthur, what pick are you?
I'm pick 4.
Pick
Yeah,
four. Who you gonna pick?
I mean, I got some. I got people I'm eyeing, but I mean, I'm not finna like tell.
I got
What
one
pick are
guy.
you? What pick
I
are
picked
you?
7. I'm literally,
7.
if I was pick 6, that would be perfect. But pick 7, the guy I want literally every time I do a mock draft, it's like 50-50. He falls to me or he don't. It's like right there, bro.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna be
Bro.
gone by the time he comes to you anyways, who are you trying to draft first?
I can't say. You might get him.
I mean,
I
Receiver
can't.
or
You're
running
ahead
back?
of me. I
I
can't say.
know.
Receiver or running back?
I can't say.
Receiver, yeah,
Can't say.
receiver, running back.
Can't say.
Man,
So it's a receiver.
I'm also getting pissed off that I'm the commissioner of this league, and I don't think I've ever been in the top 5 drafting. I'm always near the dang bottom.
Oh man. Hey, y'all, hold on. I'll be right back. Y'all keep talking.
I know what he's getting.
What the?
I know
Oh
what he's
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Man,
What the?
keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Hey,
get
you know
anybody
how
decent at 10 out of 12, but whatever.
you know the Black Hole League that
Yeah,
I've been commissioner for the last couple of years? Co-commissioner with you.
last year and this year, so it'll be a couple after this year.
Nah. How funny was it that I randomized it and I got first pick?
What am I in that one? Like 7th?
I don't know.
Man,
I just thought it was really funny that I got first pick. I was like, wow, this is probably my first time ever
No.
having first pick.
bro, you gotta be kidding me. In Black Hole, that's only a 10-man league, and I'm number 10 in that one too. This
Hey, that's
is
a good
wild.
pick. You either want 1 or 10, bro.
This is
Or
just
1 or 12.
wild, man. How am I in the bottom of all my drafts every year?
Hey, the other league that I'm in with my coworkers here,
Hey,
I
yo,
got I got the 8th pick. So that's 12 man.
Dang. Arthur, we were just saying that in this other league that we do with some other guys from school and dad, that's only a 10-man league, and guess what? I'm 10th in that one too, so I'm technically last pick for that
you
draft.
got some terrible luck. Are you the commissioner in that one too?
I used to be, but Colton's taken over since last year.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, fellas. I should have had this ready, but I mean, y'all see it.
At least somebody gets to hold it.
Y'all see it.
Yes, somebody gets it.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, like I don't the filter is not probably gonna show it very
Oh, we
well,
see it.
but,
We see it.
but it's only got one name on it. Since
The guy who lost it.
Yeah, the first guy who had it lost it.
Yes, since we got this trophy in 2017, and only one person has had it that entire time. So now I got it, and I'm keeping it until, I mean, the end of this season for sure. And if I draft well enough and play well enough, then I'll keep it for another year. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
yes,
man.
for people who are listening, I'm talking about our fantasy football leagues trophy. So shout out to Seth. He kept it warm for me for.
Shout out to Seth. No, man. Bump Seth.
What?
We got
Comes in the league for 1 year, takes over a team, somehow wins it. That team was like doing horrible. He turned it around, won it, took the trophy and hid it in his closet somewhere, and then never came back.
It's a bit dusty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I will. The names thing is getting fixed here in a couple weeks. All the names are going to be updated on there when I'm back in town in Georgia. We're going to have a label for 2013 through 2016 labeled as the forgotten years because nobody can find the history. But then it's going to go Seth, Corey H. I can't remember his last name right now. I looked it up somewhere. Huddle, Colt, Drew, and ABG. All those names and plates are going to be on.
We don't have a lot of space.
Nah, bro, we're just going to start taking up the sides.
Are we going to wrap it? Okay.
We're going to start wrapping it.
Hey, man. You guys are welcome. If not for me, Huddle would have been the first to go back to back.
Well,
I mean, shout out to you.
That means I might take you out this year in the championship, Arthur.
I beat Huddle in the
If
championship
history's
last year.
going to repeat itself,
I mean, maybe you could try.
You know what, guys? I'm also pissed off because I always get in the near bottom of the draft, but sleeper that shows our history, I'm near the top of the league in wins. Like I'm always up there in the playoffs and everything. If
Yeah, I
if
was
one of these
checking
the history
years,
too.
if one of these years I could get blessed with a top 3 pick, maybe that'll do it. Where I could get Justin Jefferson, put him on my squad. Maybe that would be the final piece. But hey, it is what it
And
is.
then
I
we're
gotta
not doing kickers or defenses this year, right?
no, or tight ends. Really, we elected for another flex. You can grab a tight end and use it in that flex, but we got rid of it.
Yeah, that's crazy. But like, yeah, I looked through the history not too long ago, and I saw that. I think I'm like fourth in the league, in like terms of record and points. So I mean, I don't know. I might have to check it real quick. No, turns out I'm fifth, and
to to our
Dang,
audio
that's such a
and
surprise.
to our audio and video people, we had to cut the beginning part of this uh, because of our features on Zoom. And while we were waiting to start the next session, he had said previously he was fourth, but then looked it up and said he was fifth. But he just wanted to reiterate the point because we were saying it about being fourth, even though he already knew the answer.
That's true. That's true. And like I tried to give enough time to be like, oh, he just clicked on it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that was enough time.
But you do have a chip. You do have a chip.
Yeah, that's right. I do have a chip. But I mean, Colton does also. That's what I'm tied with. Me, Ethan, and Colton are tied at 22 with 18 record.
The crazy part about that is Jason and Doyle are third and fourth, and have never even won a chip.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Doyle's on auto drafts half the time, so like,
you want to talk about
like him in those good teams.
You want to talk about participation? So on the same league history, you can scroll over and see how many times they've actually messaged the group. And Colton, who's had complaints about Jason, whose new name is now I Won't Vote, has only messaged the entire league twice in the whole history.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jason, only twice. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's only.
He says, I told y'all, bro. They need to kick him out.
Transactions is pretty telling. I've had 97, but a lot of people are like over 100 in the history.
I got 131.
Yeah, I mean, I got 87 transactions. So I mean, I feel like that's a decent amount.
The most 142 coming from Randall.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And look where he's at. He's 9 out of 12.
The least
but
coming in from Jason somehow.
Yeah,
at 74.
But I mean, Randall, has he been in the league for the past 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah,
man.
I mean, that's crazy though. Like, I have I have a decent amount of points for, because like I'll have I should be like, bro, I should be first according to points for, but my points
it also takes into account your record, bro.
Yeah, that's my record. It's my record too, but my points allowed to go stupid.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why you was so bad most of those seasons. Everybody was having their best weeks against you.
Oh yeah, man. But I was looking back at last season. I played pretty well last season, and
hey man,
I feel like folks really didn't believe in me. You know, folks wanted to say they believed in me and stuff.
Here's the thing: we wanted to.
Once it came down to it, and I beat everybody, and I got and I won the championship. And then, you know, I mean, I was going to talk my stuff. You know, people are like, oh, you can't do it again. Oh, you ain't going to do it again. You know,
I said that. I'm going to keep saying that until you do it again, too.
I mean, You won the league twice already?
I think I have the forgotten years. I'm pretty. Cause I felt like I'd won before 2020, like in one of the first 2 or 3 years that we started.
I
Maybe.
I honestly can't remember if I won in those forgotten years.
I
I
can't
I
prove
mean,
it, so you can say I haven't. You can say I have. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure I did.
selfish me wants to say I did, but I probably didn't. I mean, I've had
Was that back when we
terrible.
was what? We was playing on Yahoo back then, right?
Yeah, so we went from Yahoo to ESPN one season, and then ESPN kind of sucked worse than Yahoo. But then, like right after that, I found Sleeper,
Yeah,
and then we started going to
Sleeper's a
Sleeper.
really good app.
Yeah,
Never leaving sleeper.
no, never, never. I'm glad I found it, man, because I remember actually the
It's
first
like the
year I
main
even brought it
one
up.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now it's huge.
because the first year I brought it up to y'all, most of the league was like, I don't know, we're so used to like Yahoo or ESPN, but it's been like a great experience ever since.
Bro.
What I was gonna say on that, Arthur, is that look, league history just. I mean, you just consistently never made the playoffs, never was close really, and then you finally proved it, bro. You finally
I
proved
feel
you
like
could do it.
I was close
You
before.
finally proved you can do it. It wasn't that nobody didn't believe in you. I mean, it was just like you just never even, you know. So
That's crazy. Like I gave it my all last season. Like I was scouring like everything. Like and I would be listening to like who's next to grab like last season stuff like that. Like I had my ears to the streets last season.
I
So
will I will say this is gonna be one of those years that it might be a toss up again, just because I think the cool thing about our league is that we vote on stuff every single year, and especially with the changes this year of eliminating tight end and kickers and defense, and on top of that, we also added the FAAB waiver system, the free
yeah,
agent auction
bro.
bidding. So
yeah,
we're literally we made like four changes this season. So it's going to be really wild because I can already assume I'm not going to say his name, but we all know who I'm thinking about when I say somebody's going to waste about half of their fake $1,000
though
by like week two.
Colton already called him out.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you who it is because he's the reason we switched to this. How he was dropping players left and right and somehow kept picking them up. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know they were actually going to be starting," or something like that.
Yeah.
And like he just kept getting, he just somehow was at the top of the waiver priority, and it just kept pissing everybody off.
Yeah.
I feel like I did pretty well using the waiver wire last season. Like
Oh yeah. I've never
I
felt
did,
like miffed, but I will say I I don't feel like I've been miffed on the waivers, but there were times last year when people like Dole, and it wasn't just him, but people were dropping players just to pick them right back up. And after they figured out they would be starting and stuff, like they would drop them, they have a good week, they get them right back. I'm like, man, what the heck? Why can't I get them?
yeah, that's crazy. I feel like my best pick last season was getting P Ron, bro, when Joe Mixon went out, bro, grabbing his
Man,
backup.
Yeah,
That was a good little pickup.
y'all know what? In my work league, which I actually did win last year, um, Jalen Hurts, y'all know he got injured and he didn't play like the last 2 or 3 weeks of the regular season. And I had him on my squad. I'm like, man, how am I going to win without Jalen Hurts? So I literally picked up Gardner Minshew, and um, but I was also able to pick up Jerick McKinnon, who was going crazy because he was catching touchdowns and rushing for touchdowns,
yeah,
and
he
I
was going
still ended
wild.
up winning. So I was like, wow, I did it without Jalen Hurts.
And
Yeah.
I'm in a league with all the Lundys in Cedartown and like some city officials and just
Oh, he
random people. And
flexing. He flexing.
hey,
He said, I'm in a league with
hey,
Cedar Town's elite."
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just
I
trying to
mean,
give you a feel for who's in the league. I've been
Okay.
in the league for almost the same amount of time that our league's been up. It's been the same people every single year, and
yep.
I won it once a couple years ago, and now for the past 3 years, including last year, I was in the championship. 2 years in a row, I lost,
Dang,
but
bro.
this past year, I took it home.
Wasn't it? So when you won our league a couple years ago, wasn't
That
that
was I also lost because Camaro was on the opposite team in the
uh,
championship in that league. I also lost because of that, but I'm not as worried
but
about that league. This is the league I always want to win the most. So
I mean, yeah,
so I
of
was
course.
gonna
Like, I really
say
I don't even really care about joining other leagues at this point. Like, this is my league now.
I had to drop a few because I just wanted to focus on like two or maybe max three this year, and I was in way too many. Um,
I'm in 5.
yeah, that's too many for me.
That's too many, bro.
Y'all just can't handle it. If you
It's
can't
too much.
handle it, just tell me
It
that.
is. It is. It's too much effort.
It
Like,
takes like 2 seconds to set your lineup for the week, bro.
no,
Like,
it's not that. Like, I'm thinking about more than my lineup. I'm thinking about everybody else's lineup, who I'm playing this week,
yeah,
availability, like who needs what, like what should I go for on the waiver wire and shit. Like it's I can't think about that in like too many other leagues.
Man, do y'all want to know something wild though? If y'all
What's
look
up?
at our league history, if you look at previous leagues, each of the years we've been on Sleeper, I have literally been in the conference final where the year Colton won, it could have been an Evans Bowl. Last year, it was super close to an unheard of Super Bowl. And the year before that, I was still in the conference finals. I'm getting pissed off, man. I'm always there, but I'm never there.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, just start
I'll make
winning.
it I'll make it to the second round again this year just to lose if I'm lucky and coincidence
hey man,
prevails. But
this was actually the first year in our league that I didn't make the playoffs. It really upset me. I was the first one out. I fleeced Dole a little too late in the season, and it was just I was on the first one out on the outside looking in. I hated it. I
uh
felt like a loser.
man.
But
Like
you
nobody
want to know what's
respected me.
crazy? You want to know what's
Yeah.
crazy? I've had I'm like, if you look at all time player high scores, I got the top three player high scores.
Dang.
Probably all from this season.
No,
No,
two
Joe
of them are
Mixon was.
two of them are from 2020.
Man, I'll tell you what though. Fantasy, it's gonna be a good year.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
like I said, all those changes, it's gonna be a nice challenging year for us to strategize. Um and before we get to like the near end of the show, I did want to talk about the NFL just a little bit and seeing if there was
Yeah.
any big predictions from y'all this year. I got one prediction, and that is the Jets are not going to be a playoff team. I don't know. Look, I'm just saying. I was watching the preseason, and that O line behind Aaron Rodgers was like falling flat every single time. And he was doing good, but he had to make a play like every single time in order for it to go because the line was just collapsing.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it. I think it's one of those cases like the Philly Dream Team, where they've added so many people, like everybody's going to think they're stacked, and I think it's going to fall flat.
yeah, they're definitely gonna have to have some cohesion on
Yeah,
there. Um, for that to work out, because I mean, I think they're talented.
yeah, they got talent for sure.
They got talent, so it's just gonna come down to cohesion. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And I don't believe in
Yeah,
Rodgers. I've said that time and time again. I think he's washed.
yeah. I'm not sure if he's washed. He's got a little bit more energy, but that O line, like I said, was just collapsing on almost every single play, almost immediately, and I think they're a little too stacked in everybody's media opinions. So I don't really think they're going to be as good as everybody thinks they will. Plus, they're also in a division with Buffalo. So people need to remember that.
That's true.
So
I mean,
Buffalo,
I think there'd be a
They could still make the wild card.
Yeah, wild card.
sure, but I don't know if they will. I think it might be one of those cases where everybody thinks they're going to be really good, and then they end up kind of falling a little flat. But that's my
Okay.
crazy prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if they make the wild card. I'm just saying that's my crazy prediction.
Okay.
It's not terribly crazy.
What do y'all think of the Trey Lance trade to
Oh yeah, that's wild.
Dallas?
That was a weird trade, but I mean, it ain't gonna do anything. I mean, Trey Lance ain't starting.
I
You
mean,
know,
he ain't starting yet. How many
He's
interceptions?
never gonna.
How many interceptions is that going to throw before they put Trey Lance in?
They're not
He
gonna put Trey
just for him
Lance's
to
broken self in.
it's
just
not
for
going
him
to
to throw some
matter
more
because
interceptions.
Cooper Rush went 4-1 when Dak was out last year, so they'll put Cooper Rush in ahead of Trey Lance.
You
Cooper
think so?
Rush. What? Ain't Will Greer on the team?
Not anymore.
They
They're
got rid
cutting
of
him.
him.
So
Oh
they
man, he
made
did
him.
so good.
Yeah, they told him that last game was going to be a highlight reel for him for other teams because they were trading for Trey and they were going to cut him right after.
Wow.
That's crazy. I'd have kept Will.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know
So
they cut him.
So basically, Trey Lance is like third string again on the Cowboys.
that's crazy. I'm ready to see what Brock Purdy's going to do, bro.
I would have traded him to a place like Tennessee, where he could have actually had a shot of starting.
Yeah. Hey,
So I
they ain't
think the
looking out for him.
offensive
They're looking out for
coordinator knows there.
themselves.
Yeah, I think him and the OC there know each other or something. They got a history. But yeah, it's wild. Brock Purdy, he did look pretty good in the preseason, man. Like he might still be that dude.
I mean,
That dude.
he played lights out last season when he got his chance. So um,
Anybody thinking
That
the
was just.
Falcons are going to make the playoffs or no? Because I don't think so.
I think they got a chance to win the NFC South. Look,
yeah,
we're not super strong, but like
I
the
would
NFC
I
South is super weak right now. If
I'd
there
put
was
us
ever a year to
behind
win the
New
NFC
Orleans.
South, we could do it.
Yeah, I mean I agree. I just think my eye test tells me the Saints look the best in the preseason in the division.
I
Nah,
really haven't watched much preseason other than us.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised if the Bucks are last, man.
I don't
They
really
might
trust
I,
be
preseason football.
they
I
might
wouldn't be surprised either.
they might be back to the Succaneers days.
Baker Mayfield's that dude, bro.
I mean either them or the Panthers. I mean I do see the Saints coming in second behind us.
I mean,
A rookie QB finally wins the Super Bowl and Bryce Young.
no, but I don't
Bro,
I
Bryce
don't
Young was out there fighting for his life in preseason. I did see those
yeah,
highlights.
man. How about what was the other wild one? The whole Jonathan Taylor situation this preseason.
That's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. How come last year he's going first off the board in every fantasy league, and now ain't
No,
nobody even drafting him?
that's just history though. Like technically, okay, so last year Eckler was the top fantasy running back, right? How many people take him top 3 this year and he has a terrible year? Because everybody drafts running backs based on the previous year's history. And then it always turns out the top 3 are almost never the same.
I believe in Eckler. Let him
yeah.
fall to me. Let him fall to me.
I
He'll
would
be my
love if
first pick.
Eckler fell to me because like I said, I had him in that work league I won last year.
He ain't
I'd keep
falling
him.
to 10, bro. You
No, he's
wild.
not. I know, man. I'm pissed.
Stay back there, bro. Your best pick's gonna be either Saquon or Nick Chubb.
Hey, I'd be
Not
good.
bad picks either.
I
But
mean, they're
Yeah,
not bad picks. They're workhorses, but
yeah. I mean, look, it's coming. We'll know. So next week, for everybody listening to the pod, um, next Saturday, excuse me, is our draft show. And so my plan is to record that yet again, where we put on a whole draft spectacular. Heck, I might even play those videos from last year, overviewing the playoffs and everything, and we'll do a whole thing, and that's going to be our show next week for everybody who's tuning in.
Are we gonna do that in like Discord or something?
I don't know yet. I might
feel
do
like
it
that
in
would be
Microsoft.
You can't do video in Discord, can you?
Yeah, you can video chat in Discord.
Yeah, you can, but
Oh,
I'm thinking of Microsoft Teams because there's no time limits on anything, and I can do the presentations the way I want.
That's true. I use Teams a lot for work. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely use it a lot
I
for
use
work.
Teams at work as well. So, yeah, fair enough. Hey, I'm ready, bro. Well,
Yeah,
I might still do a couple mock drafts before.
yeah.
You can do one with me right now, bro.
Hey.
Maybe.
Catch these hands, bro.
Chill, bro. What's the highest grade you've gotten so far? Since you've been
I
doing
ain't
mock
even
drafts?
checked. I ain't even checked.
You ain't checked them.
I know how I'm doing. I don't need some great thing to tell me how I'm doing.
So, I mean, what do you think you done? How well do you think you've done?
It depends. I think for the most part, I think I'm drafting really well, but I know our league is going to change it a lot
Man,
because the mock thing doesn't get it right. It
no.
gives you an
Yeah.
idea. It gives you somewhat of an idea, but I know it's going to be a lot different because
It's
there's going to
just
be players. There's going to be sleepers that people are going to take before I can get the chance to get them. The people I've been looking at in the deeper rounds, I'm not going to get. No, I'm not the audible. No pun intended.
I mean, I just think it's gonna be so many like different variables, especially coming from like when you drafted with a shout out to him though. Shout out to him. Whenever you drafted with somebody like Dole or Jason, and they take QBs in early rounds and stuff like
Dude, I
that.
want
Like,
them to though.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
actually
I
going to
mean
help
that's kind
us.
of that's kind of is what you want to see. And I'm not gonna lie to you though, like I feel like last season, uh, I was really weak in the QB position. So
Bro, let me tell you.
hopefully that's gonna be more of a priority for me this season.
Hey, I just
I
told you
dropped Jerod
I
Goff.
want to chip and Garner with the Gardner Minshew in my work league, man.
I dropped Jerod Goff and he starts to go off. And then, Tua starts to start going amazing. I make that
Oh,
trade with Jerod. And the very next week he
And
gets injured. I was like,
I like to
oh
say,
my Lord.
then he got
Dude freaking
pancaked.
died, bro. I was like,
but you know what?
jeez.
It's not, and that trade wasn't even a fleece. That was a fair trade at the time.
No, that was a great trade
But
until he got injured immediately.
yeah,
That's what I had so many injuries. I had Tua that got injured the same week, and when I traded for Jamar Chase, when I actually fleeced Duel, he got injured the same week as well. I was like, oh my god,
That's
bro.
just karma, I guess.
yeah,
And then I had a
man.
season-ending injury just on my regular starters. Oh, DeAndre Swift, yeah, my number one pick last year. Sold, bro.
I rocked with Kyler Murray last season. I mean, that was a mistake.
He's good for fantasy when he's
He's
healthy.
all right. And then I picked up Purdy, and I mean, he was doing all right. He was keeping me afloat. So I mean, we all see how it ended up. You know what I'm saying? But I
Man,
am trying to pick up a better
Hey,
QB this
man.
season.
QBs,
can I?
man. Besides like 5 or 6, you can just pick them up whenever.
Yeah, I will say. Coincidentally, I somehow end up with Kirk Cousins almost every year, and he's a solid fantasy quarterback.
Bro, you better not steal Kirko change from me, bro.
Kirko
Did
change, bro.
did y'all see
The scripted commercial.
that script commercial? Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, that was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
man, that was pretty good. I like that they leaned into that controversy. That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, folks. Next week is going to be a good one. It's going to be our draft spectacular. Hopefully, the rest of the league hops on. But now we're going to get into the ending here. Talk about some, closing thoughts. And Colton, we was wondering if you got anything for the week.
Hey, man, just stay safe out there. They've been working me like crazy over here, man. Just hoping I have a good week. I don't go back to work till Tuesday, luckily, but it's crazy.
Yeah. Any places to find you at?
Me?
Yeah. Socials.
You want to plug any socials?
Don't find me anywhere. I don't. Mm-mm.
That's cool.
If you can
Nice.
find me, you can find me. If you can't, hey, that's on you.
Man, I don't know. Closing thoughts for me. You know what, guys? Hydrate in this heat because the closing weeks of the summer have been pretty killer. I know I've been drinking my water here on the side too. Yeah, these final weeks of summer have been trying to kill everybody. But stay hydrated, stay safe.
I got a closing thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Go download Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game.
Oh,
10 out of 10.
and that'll lead me to another closing thought. If you got that Game Pass, download Starfield. I pre-downloaded it, waiting for the release. So waiting for that. Yeah, folks, you can find me at places. It doesn't mean you're gonna get anything. I'm on X. My name used to be at
Yeah,
Jerod
X,
Evans,
Arthur. X.
but
Not Twitter.
yeah, but my name is now Jerod _EV. I changed it, even though I never post. I just changed it just to do something on there so people see that I'm still there every now and then. But yeah, that's the only place you can find me, and I'll pass it over to ABG.
You know what? We was talking about football. We was talking about fantasy football. Anybody who's listening right now, you know what I'm saying. Uh, make the grind set your mindset, and you can end up just like me. You know what I'm saying. So that's my
Oh,
closing
snap.
thoughts. And you can find me on Twitter at young without the O _ ABG. You can find me. I mean, that's pretty
you mean
much it.
X? You mean X?
Sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can find us, me and Jerod, as this unheard of unit, this unheard of team on everywhere pretty much at unheard_of pod. So
Unheard of.
that's unheard_of pod. So that's gonna be your Twitter/X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Search us up, man. Hey, we here. We do this for you. You know what I'm saying? So come find us. Tell your friends.
There you go. We yeah, we had to give y'all something special because the last one we did, even though it's been a while, was our live show with me and ABG together in town. So
Sure.
we got a guest on here for y'all this
Yeah.
week.
I'll also like to thank Colton for popping in on
Hey, it's no
us.
problem. I'll be on next week as well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for the draft spectacular. All right, folks. Yeah, thanks for listening. We love you. We hear you, and we hope you hear us.
I hope you hear us at
Hear it
Unheard of.
Cut that.
Hey, cut it.
Unheard of.